Look what we have on the workbench today. It is the Horse and Baby Foal trailer by Lego Friends. This is set number 42695. Contains 279 pieces. Retails for $29.99. And the set was provided by the Lego Group for early review. Thank you, Lego. And if you are a horse and foal lover, yeah, this should be a perfect set. And looks like we got ourselves a little portion of a shoreline here. And Matilde's chomping down on a sandwich. And we got ourselves, looks like a Jeep and a trailer and all that stuff. And we do have some named critters here, if it will focus in. We got Hopper, Aira, Dawn, Henry, Autumn, and Matilde. Pretty cool. And here's the top of the box, and you get all this stuff here. Looks pretty cool, right? Now here's the back section of the box, and yeah, with the various actions. And it looks more like this is just an accessory set, but it looks pretty much complete. Now these look like stickers, so I'm not going to be too surprised if we get anything printed in here. And it's already for sale, so you can get this if you choose. And just by first impressions, like we're going to be in for a very fun, colorful build. Well, let's crack this baby open so we can go on a horsey ride. Doesn't that sound like fun? I've never been on a horse, and I don't think I ever will. Oh wow, this one's actually packaged in poly bags with horses flying out of it. Okay, I already see that. And that's it in the box. Well, let's take a look at the stickers. And yeah, I kind of wish that these were printed. Well, at least the stickers at least arrived in somewhat decent condition, but Lego's starting to get pretty sloppy on packing. And yes, I will bluntly say that. But just by looking at this here, it looks like this is a collaborative build. That means you and a partner can build together, which is pretty cool. Of course, you get your horse or your pony with the movable head. And yeah, not too bad at all. But man, that looks like it'd be painful to have a portion of your back taken out. And let's see if this comes with a brick separator. I don't think it does. Some people want to know if it does. This one does not. So, yeah, not too bad. And let's see how many bags. Like it's just got 2 numbered bags. So yeah, this is going to be one that you and a partner can easily put together as a little group. And that's not bad at all. I mean, looks like we're going to be in for a really fun treat today. But that's that. We got our stickers and the horse. That's pretty much what was in the box. Okay, so this is a quickie. So we're only going to do this in one installment today. And how I'm going to do this is just film it and do it. But it looks like we could build with a partner, right? Well, unfortunately, I don't have a partner to help me build this. I got to build one at a time. Although maybe I should make it harder and do them both. But I'm not too happy with the way this set was packed. But actually, I like the Friends horses a little bit better than the regular minifigure horses. And no, these are not just for girls. It doesn't say that on the box, so I'm not too worried about that. So if you're scared of these, for us guys who like these Friend sets, that's just more for us to put together. So we might need her. And we'll need the first building guide and that. So we're ready to go here. But first, we got to do the disclaimer. These are not to be construed or considered as professional product reviews, how-tos, or tutorials. These are just merely my notes for something to provide to Lego. In addition to that, all the commentary and opinions are of my own words. And these are paid promotions, so that's what these videos are. But the commentary is of my work, so that's pretty much where that goes. Now, I do make mistakes in videos. I don't intend to do it, but I will try to show every angle as I can and point out anything that might be a challenge to put together. So watch the video all the way through, because I do make boo-boos. And constructive criticism is welcome, but just keep it friendly. I don't want to have to go in and purge comments, because that just takes away time from actually building tutorials and stuff for the main channel, and I don't want to do that. I mean, nobody wants to be a rude clown, you know. We don't need any of that around here. But other than that, that's pretty much the disclaimer for that. Just sit back and enjoy the content. Okay, well, let's begin. Let's fill it with bag number 1. I haven't seen this type of bag in a long time. Smell that Lego in here. It smells yummy. I've been doing so many paper bags. Uh-oh, I hope that's not scratched. I bet it will. Alright. Somebody's head is rolling around in there. Now, the beauty about friend sets is that they do come with some really unique, colorful parts. And before anybody says, well, Jay, these are just for girls, but then I get the questions, where do you get all these oddball colors from? Well, that pretty much answers the question right there. That's what we're going to focus on right there. And yeah, so we're going to be working from booklet number 1 here. I'm pretty much the only YouTuber that does all this here. And it looks like we're putting together Autumn. Isn't that cool? She's ready to go for a horsey ride. So she likes going into the backcountry. She likes camping and looks like tracking animals. Maybe she's a hunter. We don't know. And yeah, get her all situated here. Now, I know that there's people out, I still get this today, that just think it's weird that a guy does friend sets, that likes them. Yeah, I like friend sets. I'm not bashful about it. But I've never seen this piece in this color before. It'd be good for like lava or something coming out of a mountain. Oh, there's her torso. Somebody asked if her arm's broken. No, that's how she is. So, just like the rest of us, we all have some kind of handicap or disability. You know what we call that? Life in hard mode. When we get used to it, it gets to be easier. So that's Autumn right there. I like that torso. She's got the boots and everything to go with it too. And she's ready to go exploring there. Go horseback riding. And then we have Aira that I gotta find, which is a little animal creature. Oh, there it is. Hopefully this will come out focus, as I gotta get real close to the lens here, making sure my macro button is turned on. So that's Aira. And today is the 13th of March 2026. Okay, now it looks like we're doing the 4x4 Jeep thing. I've never seen these before. Yeah, these friend sets, they come with some very unique parts, stuff that I've never seen before. Well, now I've seen them. But I get that question from time to time, Jay, where do you get all these weird oddball colored parts from? My longtime viewers know exactly where I get them from, but I'm not hiding anything. This is where I get these weird pieces, is from sets like this, you know? It's the beauty about Lego Friends. You know what? These would be good for, like there's some areas in our neighborhood that have the rounded curbs. That's probably what I would use those for. We got coral hidden in there. Cool. So I am slowly plugging away. I just got done with the Lego City Coast Guard helicopter set. That wasn't a bad build. It was pretty interesting. And now I'm getting into the Friends stuff. I'm still a long ways away from finishing up reviews right now. I have a business meeting I got to attend to next week for a few days. I got to go out of town. And it leaves me little time to film or anything, but that's fine. And I don't think I really have seen these in pink. I may have a few of them. Let me tap this. Let me tap the zoom here for you. There we go. But yeah, just putting, you know, it doesn't matter what set I'm putting together as long as I'm having fun doing it. So if you're a guy out there and you're still hesitant or you're in the closet about this, just open up and say you like Friends. I do it. I've already got the humiliation out of the way, so just get it out of the way and be done with it. Oh, these come in lime green, and they come with 4 of them. Oh, those are keepers right there. I'm always looking for these low-profile ones like these. So, yeah, we will hang on to those. Those are keepers. Okay. Doesn't look like any type of car I've seen. Now, Friends sets, they do come with some pretty interesting builds, but the car builds are kind of a... car builds for Friends are just not that great. They're designed mostly for mini dolls. They're supposed to look a little more cartoonish, but that's what they are. Now, if you live in the European territories, you could always put the steering wheel and the dashboard. You can just swap those. I get that question asked, especially with my own tutorials, like, Jay, I'm in the European countries, I'm in Australia, how do I do it? Just swap it. Just make a mirror whatever we're doing here. And we're already starting off with a sticker. Putting a sticker, making sure I'm recording. I do not have a battery in this thing right now, because that's how I roll. Let's take this. We got to put a sticker. Now, you don't have to put it on there. I'm putting it on there because I got to put sticker number 1, which is this thing here. And it's easy to put it on something big like this. So it's more to hold on to versus trying to hold on to a 1x2 piece. I can't remember the name, but thank you for telling me that little trick, because it's a big help. So you can hold on to something big like that. Now I wish that was printed, but... And then we take that off and put that there. It's like the new modern cars now, where it looks like a spaceship inside. And then we got some of these here. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with this set so far. And all sets start off at a 10. This one was packed a little sloppy. I don't know how bad I'm going to ding off on it yet, but still trying to make a... Well, how are we going to hit the gas and the brake with that in the way? That's not good. I'm really surprised they don't make a piece like this where it sticks up in the middle, like a 1x2 flat tile where it just sticks straight up. And then you won't have that obstruction there. Oh, right there. It's like, what am I doing? And lime green we don't ever really build with. I can't wait till Lego brings out vibrant green. That'd be so cool. Be good for like Easter projects. There we go. Yeah, I got something planned for Easter too. By the time you're watching this, you probably saw the green sofa and love seat. That was pretty much my my St. Patrick's build. So right now it's March. We're going to have green stuff. You know, so that's how I'm doing a lot of that. So I try to make things fit for themes when I do my tutorials. And yeah, this one's got a lot of nice, bright, cheerful colors, so I'm not bored with this one by any means. Sorry if my hands are in the way. Some people complain about that, but I can't work from this side here. Looks like we're putting the back part of the seat in here now. I gotta find a pink piece. Okay. There we go. Got a bench seat, huh? My very first car I had a bench seat. It was a pickup, and it was a small pickup, like a mid-size, and I'm not a fan of bench seats, but sometimes they're nice. You know, it's like it's either you can have two recliners, or you can have a sofa. I'd rather have a sofa in my truck than that. Okay, that goes there along with this. It's the bench seat. Of course, real pickup trucks have a bench seat. Now today, pickups are more luxury cars than they are a work vehicle. Okay, and now we got to put sticker number 2 on this. So prepare it and put 2. Stickers are not too bad, they're kind of spaced. So 2 and 3 are the same, just mirrored. So Lego, I could have done that without even using any stickers. Uh-oh. And I accidentally just dropped it on there. And I wasn't thinking. There we go. And it's going to be kind of a turd to line these up. Okay, and then the next one's obviously number 3. Why do I point them to them? Because some have asked. Just to show you what we're doing next here. Okay, do not get close to it until I'm ready to commit. Not just drop it on there and say I'm done. Now, did I get those lined up? Yeah, kind of. Well, I mean, it's a friend set. Nobody's going to notice. Cars and friend sets have been kind of lacking, but their builds are a lot more fun than just your typical stuff here. Okay, now we're going to turn our attention here. I mean, it's got a nice color palette with it, so I'm pretty much pleased with the friend sets. Now I got an hour and a half left on the card, so I think there's more than enough memory to finish this up today. So what I'm going to do is get this set filmed, and it's just going to be like any other set. I'm just going to breeze through it and be done with it. Really want to get to the trailer. See how that goes together. You know what I should do when I go... I was thinking about dragging the surfboard while I'm on my business trip. Unfortunately, boy, that's sure coming apart. The best time to catch the waves are in the morning, and that's when I got my meetings. So I cannot hit the waves, dude. I gotta work. That's where I'm going. I don't know anybody in that area. Although that would be nice to do it in the afternoon, but I don't know. Although we've had the time change, so it's a little later now. And, you know, Lego, you do make these in 1x4s. I don't know if you make them in medium nougat, but I'm trying to line all those up without a brick separator, so I'm just going to take this tile and just kind of do that. Now they're lined up as best as possible. And then we got to put some tiles in here. But I mean, you know, if you're not sure about friend sets, just pick up a set. You know, pick up a cheap one. See if you like the colors, if you like the feel of it. If not, give it to your little sister or give it as a gift. You know, some people have asked me about that. I'm like, the only thing I can say is, if you're not sure, just try it out. You don't know, you won't know until you try it. And then this goes here. And then we have these as mirrors. I never thought about using these. I think maybe I've done it on a car or something, but yeah, there we go. So remember that comment, I like your channel because you keep it real. You know what's keeping it real? This thing didn't come with a scratch on it. This came in pristine condition. So I have a feeling the only thing that's dinging this set now would be stickers, not a scratched part. So we're keeping it real here. Hey, at least I show you everything. I'm not hiding it. This wouldn't be a bad vehicle if we can just clean it up a bit. Change those colors. Okay, now it looks like we're doing the front bumper and grill. So these build-along sets, some people have told me you don't like these. That's fine. That's your opinion. I can understand that. But for me personally, I like to build alongs. Oh! These are good marker lights. Whoops. Well, hey, I'm fine by me. That's a good idea. Now I know what I need to snag on next for parts. Get some of those. This would be good for like making more of a rounder body style car. Okay. These are saucers. I have a tutorial that uses those, so start collecting them up. What color? White. So just, if you have those in white, collect them. You'll need them for a future build. Okay, these are headlights, but Lego, you should have just put some eyeballs on that and a little happy face on that tile would have made it fit better since it's a friend set and all. But this goes here. I like this, but I'm not a fan of that. I think it's to make it look like it's glowing or something. Okay, now we're moving on to rims and tires. Yeah, I check my tire pressure on my truck. I always check it every month to keep everything tuned up, because now with gas being real expensive out here, I was in town the other day and there were some places charging almost $9 a gallon. You know what that means? It just gives me an excuse to work at home. Oh, it's expensive. I'm just going to work from home. I save wear and tear on the car, and as far as for working from home, well, it's nice weather now, so I can sit outside and just do that. It means I cut off the commute to work, and I get home faster because basically it's just in one room over. Yeah, so that makes it even easier. Always spin the tires, make sure. Okay, and that's it for the vehicle. That didn't take too long. We already got done with bag one. That's what we have remaining there. And so far, it looks pretty good. Seats too many to go side by side. We got a spot in the back for the horses or the animals or something. And yeah, not too bad at all. Alright, step aside. Now we're doing bag two. And this is the last bag. And I want to thank everyone on Patreon and my main YouTube channel for being contributors. It's always a big help, because those funds go for not doing sets, but for tutorials. Now, in addition to all that, I want to thank everyone for taking the time to check out my Rebrickable profile and downloading my building guides. Even if you're downloading the free stuff, if somebody's taking interest in my work, that's what motivates me to do more. And if you like the way I do these videos and humiliate myself, feel free to subscribe. It's free. You don't have to worry about paying for that. You could drop a comment. Constructive criticism is welcome. Just keep it clean, and then we'd all be in good shape. And you didn't see what I was dumping out there. This came from the little bag, so we got a lot to build here. And right now we're going to be doing the trailer. But before we do that, let me zoom in now. Okay, so we got Matilde with Dawn. Oh boy, I can't wait to build my ponies. I'm not a brony by any means, so you know what that means. Oh, she comes with two heads? No, well, I'm dropping heads everywhere, and I gotta go dig that. Hold up. they look the same. So maybe there's a mistake in here. We don't know. How many mini dolls were in this set? Yeah, why did I get 2 heads for it? It means if they did that, it might be missing a part. So we're going to have to be on alert here. I'm just trying to get my bearings here. Okay, I found the torso. There's the pants. So I think the heads are... I think they gave me an extra head by accident. Well, we'll hang on to that. I'm not into Friends dolls, but you know what? Somebody asked me, do I ever use my Friends dolls? Not really. I wouldn't mind donating them. You know. But I don't know anybody who has a daughter who would love the Friends dolls. I got Lily a big, giant box full of them. They've been scalped because I take the wigs, but because the wigs work with minifigures, so I keep those for myself. And then now we're looking for the pony. Well, this is a new... I've never seen this color before. It's not nougat, it's kind of like... diarrhea yellow? I don't know. I've never seen that color before. It's kind of like a sickly yellow. I don't know, like vomit. I don't know. I mean, that just... that doesn't... I'll just keep that there for your inspiration. And that's Dawn. Okay, now we're going to be doing the little habitat here. Yeah, but this one's keeping my interest. So far it's not too bad. The stickers I could live without, but I'd stay right now. We're probably heading towards a 9. But nothing strenuous right now. I'm not feeling overwhelmed. It's just, I'm going to be honest, feels more like just an average friend set I'm putting together. I don't feel anything special out of this one. Except for maybe the spring green. But I'm always looking. I'm after that color, so I'm looking for that in brick form. Uh-oh, is this scratched? I mean, it's got like a pit on there. I'm not going to throw a fuss on that one. Tell him, yeah, kind of in a good mood. Earlier today, my bunch kind of ruined it. They were complaining about the car I was driving. Yeah, I just kind of ignored them. Said I got other things to worry about right now than some car. Why? Because I'm got to think about business stuff now. But it's my time off, so I don't want to think. The DMV experience that I had, I talked about this in the other set I was building. That was enough, but more or less, if you didn't watch that one, I did pass my vision test. I'm good to drive for another 5 years. It means I don't have to go back to the DMV in 10 years for a testing. Got to renew it in 5, but they say they randomly pick it. So now I know what to expect. So I'm hoping not to have to go back down there for a while. So yeah, if you have a vision impairment, don't let people stop you. You know, don't let somebody say you can't do it. Prove to them that you can. Because the last time I went and did my driving tests about 10 years ago, the driving evaluator was like, you don't even need to be taking these. Why they keep telling you you need to take a driving test is beyond me. I was reading some of the horror stories, though. Some guys will say, oh, I'm good at driving, and their vision is so bad they'll run a red light. Well, with my new glasses, though, I could see the light from far away, and here I'm preparing to brake. And I'm like, wait, what? That light is still way over there, and you know. But yeah, if you have any doubts, just if you're going to go to the DMV and get your license renewed, and you're forced to doing that, like I did, it's best to go to the doctor, have them check everything, and all that stuff, and I've never seen a carrot in cool yellow, so that's new for me. So just take care of all your P's and Q's before you have to do anything. So I did, and I survived. So I'm sure if you're going through the same situation, don't let people stop you. Just say, I got this. Unless it's just that bad, and yeah, you just have to admit defeat. And there's nothing wrong with that too. You know, sometimes you can't do everything. But try it, because you don't know. One of my friends is scared to drive. He thinks it's just kind of hard. And yes, driving can be scary. But if I want to have to wait for the bus or something, yeah. And this thing here is, looks like that's a worm right there. Right there. Yeah. Very scary. But then again, it's either that or I have to walk somewhere, and I don't feel like walking. Especially out here, because I live so far out of town. They must have turned up their sound or something out there. I keep hearing this chime for a clock. Okay, we got ourselves a little fence post. Like that. I think that's what it is. But sets like this, though, if you're not sure, give them a whirl. Oh, okay, I see what we're doing here. So this goes like that. Well, I put mine in wrong. Let me fix that. Well, yeah, this is really Friends quality. I'm going to say the average. This thing's kind of average. The other set I was filming earlier was really good. I think the build quality on that was really good, but this one here, but it's a Friends set. I don't ever expect them. You just tip that down like that. This looks like the post got whacked off or something. And then now we got to put together a little sign here. We haven't even got to the trailer yet. We're still working on the habitat. I don't think I've ever seen a sign in orange before. And then we need sticker number 8. Oh, too bad it wasn't black or wasn't white and green. That would make a good highway sign. Now we just need Yogi Bear and Boo Boo to raid that picnic area. I made so many picnic tables. We got a thing of a picnic table. We got a picnic blanket there. Ooh, yummy! Now we got to make some sandwiches. We got to make 2 of them. That's why I like these little rounded tiles. These were good for making sandwich buns. When I was a kid, we didn't have those. We just made them out of squares, and that was it. Everybody had a square sandwich, but no. Now we got the good stuff. Put some lettuce and whatever that, maybe cheese, or it could be mustard. Maybe it's a pepper sandwich. So put that on there. Yep, keeping these raw, folks. Keeping them raw here. There's a lot of little pieces in this set here. The other set I was doing, that city set, the helicopter, it had a lot of big, medium, and small. I think that set was pretty average. This one here just feels like I'm rifling through more smaller parts. I just feel overwhelmed. We haven't even got to the main attraction yet. We're still working on the small stuff. And I cannot find the other hamburger bun piece, but I have this. Now, let's say that there is a missing piece. What do? How do I handle scoring on a set like this? If it's missing a piece, and I have to get up and go get one, that's bad. Remember, we had an extra head. I have a feeling that's where it went. Alright, so let me get up. Oh, it's right here. Never mind. I was about to blame somebody. No, I wasn't paying attention. Green tooth piece. That'd be good for, like, maybe having some kind of a foliage hanging off of a rock. What if we're missing a piece? I would ding it down. It'd be a flat out 5. It'd be a fail because I have to get some, find some stuff there. There we go. We got our sandwiches in there. And I keep whacking into the camera here. Alright, and then we need a lily pad to put in here. We got to put Hopper on there. Oh boy, I think it'd be easy to show Hopper on the with a flower on his head. Boy, that's just degrading this little toad here. A cane toad, or whatever they're called. So that's Hopper with a flower on his head. I don't know. And I think that's it for the habitat. Because we're starting something different now. Alright, so now I think we're working on the horse. First we're going to have to build all the accessories. How I know that is, because I have a feeling this goes in here. It fits in like that. To fill her in. But we don't need that right now because we got to get the saddle. And we got to put some flowers on it. Oh, wow! I can't wait to decorate it with flowers. And yes, for those out there, if you're into city stuff, these are perfect. Collect them. Hoard them. I don't care what color. Hoard those up. I got them even in medium Zer now. It shows one flower on the side. I thought maybe you'd put one on the other side, but no. And it lets you pick which one you want. Yeah. Alright, then we have this here. Let's put the saddle on. That looks painful, doesn't it? Poor horsey. And it shows you here which ones you can do. We're going to stick with this one here. So the horse is done. And the horse's name is Henry with a question mark. So it's not a she. If that's Henry, yeah, that's kind of degrading for the horse. Okay, now we get to work on the fun thing, the trailer. Yeah, but I think this is just the build quality. My build experience also is it's fun, it's colorful. Just a lot of small parts. I think build experience is pretty good. Build quality is average, so that's where I'm going to leave it at. Alright, so we have that. That reminds me, I gotta pull something out of my truck when I get done with this set here. I have to make a note of that. By the time I watch this, I'll probably forget. Okay. Yeah, I was listening to some music earlier today, and I'm kind of in the music mood. Sometimes I just wish I could put music on these. But no, you record companies and musicians screw that up from the rest of us. Got a little greedy, so what do? We just don't play your stuff in our videos. I mean, I would love to play something in the background, not as a, you know, like in the background as in room, not background music, but just as a noise fill instead of hearing the CPU fans. You record companies can't get me on that one. So naughty, naughty. But yeah. And yeah, so far it's looking pretty good. Okay. There we go. Tell I'm kind of getting tired. I slept pretty good last night, but I want to get back into watching some more anime, but I gotta film this first. Jay, I can't believe you're into that stuff. It's not that bad yet. I haven't bought any of the little statues, figurines, or dolls or anything. So hey, right now I'm just a viewer. I'm not a merch collector yet. I mean, I'm already doing the Lego stuff, so I don't think I need to get into. I don't think I need to get into that. I'm not getting hardcore into it. Just something to watch on TV. Just pretend like it's Saturday morning every day. I mean, there's only so much, like, we have the Western cartoons out here, and I thought that was cool. But now watching the Japanese culture created content, I'm like, yeah, it makes our cartoons look lame. And that goes right there. Okay, we got the front part with the towing hitch. It's not bad. We'll continue up the trim here. Yeah, if you watch anything, if you watch anime, let me know. Tell me what you watch. You know, anything that looks interesting. Even if it's romance, I'll take a look at it. Then we can kind of have a conversation going on. I'm trying to think of some stuff to talk about other than just kind of work stuff. So if you've got anything you want to mention, you know, feel free to do so. If you're kind of shy, then if you're on my Discord, you can always contact me there. And yeah, this goes here. And then we got these. These are good for tanks. They're also good for trailers. I don't think we need it that high for a horse. But these are pretty much correct for this type of trailer. Okay, looks like we're building ourselves some kind of a flap window with a planter. What was that other one I was watching? What is it? Jujutsu Kaisen. I was watching that one a little bit. Death Note, of course. I think the Brickboard, you said you liked Death Note. Just the name of that alone, like Death Note. Okay, and I first sat down and watched some of it. I had to go back to the beginning, so I found somebody that had it online. And I watched, I thought, this is not that bad. These are like, I mean, why don't we have cartoons like that out here, you know? Okay, well, obviously we can't open up the window. So, just like watching those cartoons, or, you know, maybe I should just keep calling them cartoons so I could feel more manly about it. But it's just something to watch other than the news. Yeah, I'd say the build experience on this is pretty good. Build quality's average. We got sunflowers on this. Oh, cool. I got a tutorial that uses a couple of these. Doesn't matter what color, because you won't see them, but hang on to a few of them. See, I leak out, and I'm talking leaks. Lego is my own content that I make, my own tutorials. I just kind of give hints on parts that I'm going to be using. And yeah, boy, I got to make that look all fancy. This would make a good little tiny house or something. Alright, now we're going to focus our attention on this side here. Alright, we got to put a sticker number 5 on this, which is that. Which are, I mean, is that supposed to be like mini blinds or something like that? Like Venetian blinds? Why though? I would have just took some of those those modified 1x4 plates where it has the 2 studs on the outside and stacked them up. I wouldn't have done that. That doesn't look too custom, does it? Or put another window or something over there. But no, they don't want us to have that. Let's sticker it up because it saves money on parts. This is kind of cheesy on the top. It's not even going together. Why? Because I got to put the round tile in there next. Now let's just do that. Sticking my finger all the way up in there to really pinch that down. Yeah, it's starting to look like something now. I want to get back into working on tutorials, but I want to get some of the set reviews done before I have to go on my business trip. Being an adult is boring, kids. Don't rush to getting older. It's not fun. Okay, we got to make 2 of these with sticker number 4. Feels like I'm putting together a sticker book. Yeah, so I am going to do just that, is sticker these on there. Oh, and I put it on sideways. I wasn't even paying attention. Well, let's see if we can get that off here before somebody says that's a skill issue. No, this stuff should be printed. Well, you turn it upside down, it's like Omega. Alright, I got an example now. God, I got to put stickers on spring green, which is just kind of wrong. Well, I got them pretty much lined up there. We're almost done with the sticker sheet too. Let me go like that. It's like a regular horse trailer. That's essentially what this is. That goes on the top like that. Stick your finger in there, make sure you hold that and pinch it in. I don't think I have a 2x3 in that color. Well, that's the first one in my collection. Yeah, so I get those questions asked from time to time. Where do I get all these oddball colors, you know? Stuff like this. Okay, looks like we're doing the rear hatch to this now. Wasn't really in the mood to film today, but I really need to get some stuff done here before, like I said, my trip. So every time I get one headache done, I got 4 or 5 taking its place. Hasn't been a really... This year has not been friendly to me. It's been just non-stop work. Nothing fun. Oh, and we got sticker number 6 to put in there, which is that thing right there. I mean, who doesn't like to have a picture of their horse? Maybe the horse just admires itself. Well, I didn't get that in there centered, but that's good enough for me. The horse just likes admiring himself. Yeah, Henry. And then a fork. Is that to pick the fleas or the ticks out of its back? And then we have a hairbrush in there. Yeah. I mean, that's what that looks like inside there. I mean, we got some accessories, so that's good. And then it's a playable model. And then we got to put this on here, and we got to... Don't fall out, please. And then we got to put sticker number 7, which is that thing. It must be the logo of the trailer, and that takes care of the sticker sheet. Now I'm going to hang on to that because the sticker sheet is going to be used when I do inventory for the write-up. You know, the description, I do that so I know exactly how many sticker sheets it comes with. And I'm not a fan with only one attached hinge. There should have been another one there or something. That just doesn't look right, Lego. Let's make sure I put that in right. Yes, I did. Yeah, so, well, I mean, yeah, it's Lego Friends quality, and the sticker it's starting to come up because I peeled it off. Yeah, I'm gonna say this one's just kind of lousy. Okay, now we got to put some treats. Put a carrot in there, and I don't know what that is. And I didn't know horses chew bones, but maybe it thinks it's a canine. Put that in there. Horses got to chew something. Maybe it's a cannibal. Maybe it's eating the Dawn. We don't know. And it goes on the top here. Oh, it goes right here. Like that. Okay. Alright, now it looks like we're putting on the wheels. We've got to have matching rims to go with it, so yeah. And I am getting hungry. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon, 3 o'clock, I don't know. Maybe it's close to 3. I hate putting tires on, but gotta do it. We're getting close. There's not a whole lot of parts left up on the workbench. Yeah, before I leave for my trip, I am going to order the that mystery thing I'm going to build for you guys. You see it, I think Brick Bar knows exactly where I'm going with this one. It's something I think I would never buy. I'm going to do it. I'm going to humiliate myself. Little stabilizer jacks on that? That's it? We're done? So, indeed, I got an extra head. And this is a lot of parts. So some of you said, Jay, I got a lot of extra pieces. These flowers, hang on to those. But yeah, if you got this much parts, that's normal, because if you look, they're all like 1x1s. So, at least here on this channel, I document everything. Like, I got an extra one of these. Lego, you're being a little generous this time. That's what we have remaining there for the build. Okay, so now we're going to start setting up. This doesn't have a leveling jack, so it's just going to sit like that. But what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to drop this camera down here. But yeah, I got a lot of friend stuff still to do. We just did this one. I've done this one and this one. I haven't done these two yet. But we'll get to that eventually. And, yeah. There's that. Did that one. That's not too bad. That was a fun one to put together. This one, is just average. We just finished up that. So there's your parts list. And yeah, I know some people watch to see what pieces are remaining, which is always a cool thing. So, attention for people who are motion sickness, I will be moving this camera around. If you've watched my channel for a long time, you know how much I hate editing videos, so I try not to give myself more work than I need. So what do? I have to knock your head around on the workbench just so I don't have to avoid that. Lock my legs. As I know I'm thinking of today, I'm going to be filming a tutorial, and if I do, I don't have to worry about it too much. Alright, so something like this. It wasn't too bad. It's a collaborative build, so I say there was a little bit of everything for everybody here. I'm gonna put this on here. When I talk about it, I'm going to separate them. Now, there is a discussion, though, about this. Would this work with one of my vehicles? And, well, let's see here. Let me see if I can find it. I had to borrow a part off of it, but it should still be the same. Oh, I can't show you guys this one because it's a new one that I'm not going to leak out, so I don't have a vehicle Sorry I can't show you, but it should be about the same height as mine. So my vehicle should be able to pull this. And yeah, let's see here. This you could put up here on the top. You know, that'd make a nice little camper. Put a door on the side where this is at. Now, I'm kind of curious. Does the horse fit inside? This is what I call setting up. We're just doing a quick test. Yeah, she fits in there. You could throw him in there. Get in there, and then do that. Close the door, and yeah, everything fits in there. So that's how you do it. It's a cramped quarters. Pour it out. So yeah, let me set everything up here for you guys. This is the more interesting side. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. And we're just going to talk about everything. I'm going to go ahead and let's put this little guy here on the stud here with the sandwiches. He's going to guard the sandwiches. So when I come in here, I don't have to lose that. This piece here, I could stick it up here at the top, but you know, we'll just keep that. We got a saddle and stuff. So we got Autumn, Matilde, and you two don't have cooties. You can get a little closer there. We got the horse. And we can put the horses over here. Okay, and then this. And I think that's good. I'm not going to use that for the thumbnail, but it's enough to balance things out. Let's get that adjusted a little higher for you there. Not too high, Jay. Yep, keeping it real here, folks. Keeping it all real. And then I'm just going to run through it and bring it up close. But yeah, let me put that right down there. I'm going to have to hang on to that. But all in all, though, I think we're pretty good. I think we're ready to go with the tour here. But it wasn't a bad build. It was a typical Lego Friends set. Nothing special. I mean, it's got bright colors and stuff. It is playable. But yeah, it's just more or less just your typical cookie cutter build. Well, I think we're ready for the formal tour. Now that everything is assembled, let's take a closer look at our mini dolls. Here we have Autumn. Now she's ready to go for a horseback ride. I like the printwork for her torso. Got the riding helmet and everything. She's even got her boots too, her riding boots. That's cool. Then we have Matilde. If I'm saying that right. She's got a nice printwork for her torso too. You know what? This is almost similar to what Team Rocket wears in the Pokemon series. Maybe one day we'll get lucky and get Team Rocket dolls. We don't know yet. And then we have Henry. Of course, you can change this out here. You do have an option. You can put this in here. I'm not sure what these are called. I'm not a horseman by any means. Or you have this one thing on top of the trailer here that you can fill in. So it comes with everything you need here to make this into what it is. But this is a riding thing. We're going to put a riding helmet in here. So we can just put that back on there. So that is Dawn. Not a bad little pony. My Little Pony, that's probably what it should be. And here we have... no, you know what? I keep thinking that one was Henry. This is Dawn. This is Henry. This is Dawn. And yeah, there's too many animal figures. And yeah, I'm not a fan of this. This is a new type of color. It's more like vomit yellow. I'm sorry, Dawn, but you don't have a nice color scheme, and I'm not too fond of that. So yeah, I mean, it's a nice little pony, but yeah, I don't know about that color there. And then now we have ourselves a little habitat here with a picnic area. So we got some sandwiches there. And here we have Aira, and then the little frog is Hopper. That's a nice colorful piece. We got a collapsing fence here, and we got a little sign that tells you that this is a picnic. Do not change focus. And I wish that was printed, but that's a sticker, sadly. And it's just a fun little colorful piece here. Not too bad. And now we're going to take a look at the Jeep, or the 4x4. I mean, it's got a nice colorful color palette with this, but yeah, it's just your typical Lego Friends vehicle, and with the stickers on it. This autofocus just kind of gets on my nerves sometimes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just your typical Lego Friends vehicle, but that right there is what we're looking at. There's no stabilizers on this, so this thing cannot sit level. You think they would have attached something here to at least keep it like this, but no, it's it is what it is. I like the flower arrangements here on the front. That's a sticker. Got your tires. And yeah, the stickers are coming off already. This one I put on the wrong way, so I had to peel it off, put it back on there, and that's probably why it's doing that. Now, Lego could have done something better with this. I'm not a fan of that. And on the top, we got ourselves a little chest with some stuff. Now, I don't know. Maybe I might be seeing things wrong here, but what would a horse be doing with a bone? I mean, it's not like he's a canine or anything, so I don't know what that's about. And here we got the rear here. This does open up and to reveal some accessories. I've got a hairbrush and a fork. And obviously Henry likes admiring himself, but this is only held on with one clip, so be very careful if you can see that breaking. And there is enough room in here to store both ponies. Before we get into that, though, it'd be a lot easier just to hook this up to the vehicle. So it just snaps on like that. And that's essentially what it is. So let's load it up here. So you got Henry. And then, of course, just hop right up on in there. And that would be good, too. And, of course, if you have this blanket thing, you can just stuff that in there too. You just close the door real quick and everything fits in. And for the most part, though, that's not too bad, and you can see the horses right through that little window. Isn't that cool? Except for Henry, his nose is like right here, so he doesn't have much of a view at all. Maybe we should have had him facing the other way. Matter of fact, that probably would be better. And you know, this is, you can obviously tell I'm having fun playing with this. So you can have him facing that way and have her looking out the window here. Well, maybe it doesn't work like that, but there you go. I'm not a fan of it. You can see how this is just bad. I'm just not too happy with that. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, though, it's a nice little horse trailer. It's cool looking. The color palette doesn't seem right on this, but you know, that's pretty much what it is. And yeah, it moves around, and you can have fun running into things and trying to learn how to back up. And obviously, if there's a big windstorm, this thing's obviously going to take a topple. Well, you know. But yeah, it's not a bad little build, and I just noticed these are different colors than these. I thought maybe they'd have those matching, but they're not. But all around, you can tell that the set has a lot of play features. So we're going to start the review with play value, and yeah, you do get a lot of play features with this set. You get 2 mini dolls, accessories, 2 horses or foals, ponies, whatever you want to call them, trailer. You have access to all the interior spaces. So you got a vehicle you can ride. And yeah, even got the little picnic area too, which is cool. Now, in addition to that, you could use these pieces to make other creations. This part here can be dropped in a city. But this here, I would not want to put that in a city. Let's put that right there. I'll set it up later for the thumbnail. But yeah, this part here would work in a city, but not so much as the other stuff. But you do get the ponies and all that stuff. So this is more like a playable accessory pack than anything else. So I'm pretty pleased with the play features on this. Now my build experience was pretty good. It wasn't a dull set to assemble. It had a lot of bright colors, even better. All around the colors they do grab your attention. Now build quality is your typical Lego Friends set, nothing special. This one just feels like it's just average quality construction. It just feels barely put together, so I'm sure that just a good strong wind will just blow this set over here. So yeah, build quality I'm saying is not that great on this one, but the build experience is pretty good. Now in addition to that, up to 2 people can build the set at the same time, so one person can build this and the accessories and that, and 2 pretty much does this thing here. So not too bad. And overall though, I'm pretty satisfied with this set. So I got to give the score on this one here an 8 out of 10. We didn't run into anything scratched, which is good. Build quality, it's just average. It's just like some of this stuff's going to fall apart, and then the stickers. Other than that, though, I think it's pretty decent for what it is. So if you're looking for something to throw in your city to fill in an area that needs some color, here you go. This has got the right amount of color if you need horses and all that stuff. And it's also a good inspiration to change the color on this up and make it look more realistic instead of that spring green for that. But honestly, yeah, I have nothing else to say about it. It's just your typical Lego Friends set, but tell me what you think.